Hello, everyone in the conscious dressing universe. How is everyone today? It is lovely and steamy here in Rhode Island. I hope it's lovely wherever you are. Got the AC going, so that's nice, and I'll be swimming later too. So last week on the awareness zone, we talked about our clothing and what it was telling us about ourselves and some of the things to pay attention to, right? This week, I want to take a look at it from the self-worth perspective and how we can start to make ourselves feel worthy by prioritizing the awareness of what's going on. So just the very definition of self-worth is the sense of one's own value or worth as a person. The sense of one's own value or worth. So it's what we truly think and feel about ourselves. And it's a doozy. I know it's a doozy because our self-worth literally affects every aspect of our life, from our relationships to our professional life and everything in between, right? Everything in between. Hello, Patty. I'm so glad you're here again. Lovely to see you, well, or not see you, but just to feel that you're here. So yay. So our self-worth literally affects everything in our life. Everything. It allows us to create healthy boundaries and make ourselves a priority. Or poor self-worth can allow us to be treated badly and be run ragged while we're trying to seek the approval and worthiness from other people, trying to prove our worthiness to other people. But others are never going to value us if we don't value ourselves. That's just a fact. People treat you the way you treat yourself. So poor self-worth, it's the cause of actually most of the hardships and challenges that we face in life. And I know that seems so simplistic, but it truly is. It truly is. So I also want to say that self-worth is one of the key elements to manifestation. So I don't know if any of you are into the whole manifesting and speaking what you want to the universe and wanting to get it back, taking classes on manifesting because they're out there and they're wonderful. There's a lot of people I know who work with limiting beliefs and manifesting and how you can do that. And that's wonderful stuff, but none of it's going to work if you don't actually believe that you're worthy of receiving anything that you're trying to manifest. You literally are self-sabotaging. So it's kind of a big deal, and it's really important to pay attention to our self-worth and how are we feeling about ourselves. Hi, Stacy. And yes, Patty, I am looking forward to talking to you tomorrow too. Woo, it's already been too long. I missed talking to you already, so I'm excited. So yes, I wanted to sort of ask a few questions, plant some seeds about what your wardrobe might be saying about your self-worth. So let's go down a list of things and see if it triggers anything for you. So do you avoid buying or wearing certain things because you were criticized for wearing them at some point earlier in your life? I think we can all resonate with that one a little bit, right? But by continuing to avoid these things you once liked or thought looked good or were happy about, by avoiding those things because of criticisms that were in the past, you are unconsciously agreeing with them. You are letting yourself know that that's right, I shouldn't have been wearing that. I have no right to wear that. And the work here is to release those old messages and replace them with new ones. So pay attention. Are you avoiding things that people told you were a mistake in the past? That's number one. If you only buy things on sale. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm a sales thrift girl all the way. Absolutely. Love, love, love getting a deal. But there are times where you will run across things that are full price. Maybe you are on a trip. Or, you're somewhere and you come across something that is just like this one of a kind piece, and you're just like, well, it's too expensive. I'm not spending $60 on a top. This happened to me in South Carolina when I went to get to my son's graduation from boot camp. I was looking at all the cute little boutiques. Stacy, you remember, right? Buford. Cute little boutique, and there was this really cute top in there, and I was like, it's so cute. But it was like $65. And I was like, well, that's more than I usually, I like to find a good deal. But I said, you know what? This is a wearable memory for me. This is something I'm going to put on and remember the time when we came for Sam's graduation from Marine Corps boot camp. And that adds value to the piece, but it felt like I am worthy of that $65 top. And I tell you what, I put it on and I felt amazing, and I every time I put it on I feel amazing, and I'm so glad I paid $65 for that cute little cotton top. It was worth it. So if you never pay full price and then find yourself regretting walking away from those purchases, that's a sign that you're not feeling that you're worthy of it, even if it's special. It's not like you're doing it all the time, but if even those special occasions and you're feeling, that's a sign. That's a sign. Are your clothes worn, stained, faded, outdated? Because that's basically saying, well, why bother? Well, he's really looking at me anyway. Whatever, who cares? Doesn't fit well. Doesn't matter. I'm not worthy of it. Do you dress to disappear? Are you only wearing dark colors, or only wearing light colors, neutral colors? Do you only wear the tiniest of accessories or no accessories? Under the guise of, well, I don't have time, or it's too sparkly, too shy, it's too much. It's too much. All of those are messaging. That's all programmed in messaging. I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy of clothes that look good, that fit well. I'm not worthy of having any sparkle. I'm not worthy of drawing attention to myself. And all of those things are wrong. They're wrong. They're bad messaging, and you need to pay attention to that, because if you answered yes to literally any one of those items, it might be time to start paying attention. It might be time to start prioritizing yourself, because investing time and money in yourself, it empowers you to create the change you want in your life. Change doesn't happen unless you feel that you're worthy of the change and you're ready. You're ready to take the time, the money, whatever it's going to take to invest in yourself. Sometimes that's, you want to take singing lessons, or sailing lessons, or dancing lessons, hire a coach, go to a therapist, go on a retreat. If you're not, you need to allow yourself to start investing in you so that you can start feeling worthy of more and more. Because the more you feel worthy, the more things the universe provides to you. It's like, oh, she knows she's worthy. Well, here, I'm going to give her this. It literally opens the gates to manifestation. It's quite magical. So I'm just going to check the comments and see. Yes, hi, Nicole. Oh my gosh, Nicole Belcher, how are you? Oh, I remember the day I met you. I literally remember that. That's crazy. Okay, Nicole's from high school. I love seeing all my high school girls here. So yes, it is. I just wanted to sort of plant these seeds. I want people to start becoming aware, which is why I call this the awareness zone. Becoming aware of the things that we are not even thinking about that are really, truly affecting us. And that's why I love clothing. Clothing is such an easy place to start. I mean, we have to get dressed every day anyway. So why not take a few moments? Why not take the time to learn how to support yourself through your clothing? And then when you show up in the world, knowing you feel worthy, feeling that you feel worthy, the rest of the world sees that you're worthy and goes, there's something different about you today. What is going on? And you can just go, I don't know. I guess just the universe has blessed me with all my fabulousness, and here I am showing up today to help you with your fabulousness. So that is just my little take on it today. And I think I'm super excited because I do have a new program starting in September that I'm going to be able to work with some people to hold their hand while they start to take those steps into feeling worthy and take those steps into prioritizing themselves and figuring out what they need and how we can use their wardrobe to help them get there, find out the colors that are going to look great on them, the cuts that are going to look great on them, and to overcome some of that old messaging from family, friends, coworkers, and even if it's well-meaning comments that people have made to us over the years, they may very well have had a negative effect on you. I actually was told recently by someone that back many, many years ago, I had made a comment. I had made a comment to them about something they were wearing and that they shouldn't wear that. And I had no recollection of doing that, but was horrified that they told me that I said that. And I, of course, I apologized. I was like, oh my gosh, I was way back. I was in my late teens, early 20s. I have no recollection of it, which tells you that what I might have said, what I was trying to say, might have been like, well, that's not the most flattering thing. What that person heard was, do not ever wear anything like this again because you are not worthy of it and you don't look good in it. And that was horrifying to know that I had done that to someone. It was horrifying. I was glad they said something so that I could apologize and now hopefully help them realize that, okay, well, that's horse cock-a-doo-doo, and let's move past that. Okay, let's figure out how we can get you to start believing the other end of things, the other story, the other part of it, the truth, to be honest with you, the truth. Because if that was something that person felt really good in, I had no right saying that to that person. So I'm so glad that the person that I was that said that does not exist anymore, and that I was able to apologize for that behavior, because it was no bueno. It was no bueno. Oh, hi, Anne. Good words, excellent energy. Thank you, honey. So I just wanted to pop on and plant the seeds, and talk about the program that I'm doing, that I'm going to be working with, and it is like it's a hand holding, and I'm there with you. I'm your Sherpa. I'm carrying all those bags, and we're going to do it together. So we create that safe space for you to become a more worthy, confident person that prioritizes yourself, and you can just go forth and bless the world with the things that you have to offer. So I'm super excited, and if you want to learn more about it, contact me. We'll have a conversation, but you'll be hearing more as it gets closer and closer. I'm doing some final touches. I'm filming some interesting videos for it, and I'm just having a great time with all the fun information I'm going to be bestowing upon my clients. I love it. I love what I do. I love what I do. And so if anybody has any questions, let me know. Even if you think about this later, you want to just DM me and you want to talk about something, I'm happy to sort of brainstorm that sort of stuff with you for sure. And if you know of anybody who would love to maybe hear some of these things that I'm talking about on Thursdays and want to join the Conscious Dressing group, I'd love for you to invite your people into the Conscious Dressing group, because the more the merrier, and I just want it to be a safe place for people to explore themselves and how they can show up in a much better way. And I think that's all I have to say today. I'm just going to keep it short and sweet. I could go on ad infinitum, but I will let you get on with your days. And I love you all, and I will see you next week. Oh, I already know what I'm talking about next week. I'm going to give you a little hint on next week. I'm really jazzed about this one. This came to me when I was walking my dog this week, and I am calling it the Edge of the Meadow Syndrome. It's so good. That is all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave you with that. Namaste. Have a good one. And now I will end my video.